Hey. All right, you guys. So this bonus message, I actually tried to record it yesterday and I got interrupted. So I'm going to go ahead and do it today. And strangely, I feel like it piggybacked on the other bonus message I already put out today. So I'm calling this bonus message number 2. And I'll try to link bonus 1 and bonus 2 together so you can see bonus 1 at the end of this video if you want to, because I feel like it's 2 halves of the same story. So basically what I had pop into my head, this was last night actually, as I was out with my dog one more time on an evening stroll around the neighborhood. I had this image of somebody who was laying on a bed, and it must have been like a hotel because it was an ugly comforter, like one that you only see in a hotel. Everybody knows what those look like. And they were laying there and they had no shoes on, stocking feet. So I'm sure that it was somebody, just relaxing, but they had like an iPad or a laptop or something that they were looking at, and it was someone who kept toggling the screen back and forth, trying to act like they weren't looking at something that they were. So on one hand, it was like, I don't know if they're trying to watch a show or read an article, but then they kept going over to the other screen and opening that window, and it was like somebody had been looking through like someone's social media, looking at pictures, looking, whatever it was, some kind of social media account, like looking somebody up. And then they would be like, no, I'm not going to look this person up. They toggle back over and start, watching that show again or whatever they were. But they kept they were almost trying to hide from themselves because they felt like this person was alone. And I don't know if somebody like travels for work. I don't know what the situation was, but somebody's in this hotel relaxing, doing what they typically do, watch some movie or, something like that. But then they were trying to pretend to themselves that they weren't really focused on trying to look somebody up on social media. So it's kind of like hiding it from themselves, yet in their alone time, that's what they spend some of their time doing. Oh my gosh. We start out with the 9 of Swords and the negative aspect where there's a whole lot of stress here. Somebody's quite stressed out about a situation. Somebody is very stressed out about a situation here. Tell me, what are they so stressed out? Page of Cups. Stress out about the idea of somebody receiving a gift of new love, stressed out about the idea of what if they tried to give the gift of new love or apology. I feel like it's very much about someone, they're worried about how to approach someone to offer something. They have this wreath around their hand like a gift of roses, not a bouquet per se, but something, a circle represents like foreverness, right? It represents no beginning, no end. It's like someone is very stressed out about the concept of what, I think it's both things. What if somebody is receiving a new offer of love, and then what if they were to come in and, oh dear, my dog's gonna bark. Aries, please, my love. Shh. My love. No, my darling. Come here, baby. It's okay. It's okay. The other doggies are allowed to bark. Don't worry. You do very good job. Now settle down. Settle down, my love. Aries, my darling, come here. Come here, babe. Aries. Aries. Come here, love. Come here, babe. Aries. Oh, when my baby gets woken up by other dogs barking, it's always... Oh, forgive me. My doggy interrupted with some big barks there. As I was saying, I feel like it's both things. Someone who is concerned that you may be receiving, or someone is receiving a new offer of love, but then they are every bit as stressed out about what if they came in, how would that look? How would they give an apology and an offer of love? There's something here about a gift included in this offer, and that's where the big stressor is this, how would I do this? 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody who they've got everything else in their life going smoothly, but they're not satisfied. They may have enough money, they may have enough of everything in their life, and they're not satisfied. And so, and maybe this person, maybe they do, they travel a lot for work, maybe they live a jet setter lifestyle, maybe there's something amazing in their life and they're bored. They're bored. Wow. 5 of Pentacles, because they keep thinking like, could I come out of this vibe? Could I don't know why this is like somebody had held back. That, or they're seeing, if they left this person out in the cold that they're now kind of spying on, and they're worried like crazy that this person's going to have somebody new. Boy, we just got the Emperor in the upright and we got the Ace of Cups in the upright. I wonder if they're not concerned and stressed and worried that they're going to be left with everything that they need and being dissatisfied. Meanwhile, the person that they left out in the cold, who may have a lot less than them, is actually going to get swept up by someone even better than they are. Like they're imagining the competition, and the competition coming in that is, I mean, come on, Emperor bringing in an Ace of Cups. This is somebody super confident, bringing in the love of a lifetime, making this incredible offer. I almost feel like this person is stressed out, yet they can't help from looking, because they scroll through somebody's social media knowing one day, I know what I'm going to see. I'm going to see that this person that I'm still thinking of, like, what if I came in with a little love offer? What if I see that they're starting to be happy with somebody else new? And then worse than that, my greatest fear is, what if it's not just they're happy because they're getting to know somebody new? What if I actually see them posting a picture of themselves cuddled up to somebody that is amazing? Like, I think that they know it's only a matter of time before that happens. This storyline definitely piggybacks on the bonus number 1 that I've already put out, because this is like from the other person's perspective. Wow, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This person's so stressed out because they really left things in disarray. They had built something with this person at one point in time and then completely let it just disintegrate, let it fall apart. They didn't cooperate. They didn't, I mean, look at this. The entire building just fell into ruins. They let this thing fall into ruins, and and I think it was lack of care, lack of uptake or upkeep rather. This was something that could have been everything. This could have been like a situation of a lifetime. This person knows it. They could have built something incredible with someone incredible, someone that they still keep thinking of, yet they didn't cooperate. And when things started to fall apart, they didn't come in to fix it. They didn't patch the roof. They didn't try to patch things up. So they're very stressed out because they know exactly how this thing fell apart. Wow. And that 6 of Cups. I don't know. Somebody might be very, I'm not sure if they instead gave all their energy to other relationships in their life with other soulmates. I mean, in this case, we see a father and son. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did something to please a family member. They spent all their time and energy creating a relationship with a different person in their life. In this case, it may have been to, like, maybe gain love from a father figure, maybe try to, get a parent to love them. And they finally had opportunity to spend a ton of time with someone else in their life. And so they did that instead of work on a relationship. Maybe it was like a strange competition or something where they, I don't know, maybe even somebody in their life wanted them to give them all of their attention. And so they did. And they left the other person out. What's weird is that I see this person as the child. Not for an instant does my mind go to the opposite and say, well, maybe they were just busy being a really great parent to their children. Because to be a great parent to your children doesn't mean that you don't still have other wonderful relationships with adults. Unless you don't want to have other relationships with adults. It's always a choice, right? This is like, because somebody who is going to be like able to cooperate, it would just seem like, I don't know, there's this childlike energy here. Let me just simplify it that way and say the 6 of Cups is about soulmates. It's about nostalgia. It's about all kinds of childhood energy here. But I feel like for some reason, this person placed their emphasis of their energy on other relationships with other soulmates, not love relationships, though, oddly enough. I don't know, maybe they told themselves, I'm doing this for my child, I'm ignoring you for my child. I mean, maybe they did that, but it's like that's not true, is what I want to say. And I only say that that's not true in this case because this person is so stressed out and they're so aware that they didn't cooperate in this relationship. Four of Pentacles. It's like they know that they held back. And even now they still want to hold back. I'm not sure why they did that. Why did someone hold back? Someone held back. Oh, we got a ton. 10 of Cups. Maybe they were in a really unhappy phase of their own life. Fool. And by the way, the 10 of Cups is in the negative aspect, as is the Fool. This is like they made a really foolish decision. They ran off to a place where there wasn't actually going to be any kind of real success. And it's funny because we've got like a weasel running along with them. I feel like this person, they held back because they made a really bad choice. And it was like they already knew that they messed this one up. We got a Knight of Cups that's here not offering, this is in the negative sense, he's pouring the beverage out. I don't know if somebody decided to say, you know what, you're not as nice to me as somebody else. So I feel like somebody did this as a little bit of, I don't know. They said that I'm going to pick this other relationship in my life or this other group of people in my life. But it might've been somebody who kind of bought their attention somehow. With the 9 of Pentacles, and like, let me put it this way. Somehow they were made to feel like they got a good pat on the head, like, good boy, good girl, whatever that was. And that made them feel abundant by going this other direction. I don't know, maybe somebody said, don't go with so-and-so. I don't approve of that. Instead, stay with the family, do what the family wants, and then the family will really approve of you. And they might have listened to that. So now they have all this stuff because the family gifted them everything that they said they would. They have, this person's very abundant and they're absolutely bored with all of it. It was the approval that they were looking for. It was maybe this is a really delicate, tough situation in this storyline where someone really wanted the approval of, again, maybe a family, a parental figure, someone that really held dominion in their life. And so they basically wanted to please that person so much that they neglected what they really wanted for themselves as far as their own interpersonal romantic partnership. This is probably way too out there for most, people or situations, but I don't get to choose what storyline I read. I just look at the artwork and whatever imagery creates a story in my mind. That's what I speak. But please do recall, these are only stories. I do not tell you anything that is true. I'm not a psychic, not a fortune teller. I don't give people life advice. So please recall, it's like I'm reading a book out loud right now. And we're reading about a character who, in the inner workings here, this is someone who needed approval, possibly of, I want to say, family members. And the family members kind of demanded their loyalty, but it was like a payoff somehow. Like, you'll get all of this as long as you don't displease me with your choices. And so this person went ahead and did that. Now they sit here with everything. They've got it all. They've got abundance like crazy, and they're absolutely disinterested with all that they've got. No wonder they're so stressed out, because then how do you go back and say to the person that you left out in the cold? And the person that they left out in the cold has been regrouping. Because this person is not out there shivering, broken out here in the cold. They saw, when they look online, they see that this person has rebounded. They see that this person is humble, that this person is someone who, no matter what they have or don't have in life, they're always still, it's like this person rebuilds themselves, and this person, there's a dove next to them. This is someone who has inner peace, inner harmony. And even if their lot in life is not like super wealthy or super rich, they have this beautiful energy where they even if you look, we have like this halo of light coming down. I don't know. I feel like this person is a very, I think they're just realizing what a gift this person was. This person wasn't a fortune hunter. This person wouldn't have traded love for acceptance somewhere else, or financial support. This person was the real deal. And this person, they left him out in the cold, yet this person has had some kind of, I don't know, there's some kind of like sweet energy that surrounds them and emanates from them. I almost think that this person somehow learns from this individual that they left out in the cold. They're recognizing things maybe about themselves through this person, or they're seeing, I don't know, this person sets an example. The very person I'm going to use the word betrayed. This very person that they now can't stop looking up online, the one that they have so much stress in their mind over, is also the one person that they see some kind of like better quality or something. This person inspires them somehow. Tell me a little bit more about the Five of Pentacles, please. Ooh. Seven of Wands in the positive, but Eight of Swords in the negative. Wheel of Fortune in the positive. So here's the big contrast. This person is seeing that the individual that they left out in the cold has overcome all those obstacles. Meanwhile, they are more trapped than they've ever been. So it's almost like one of those examples where somebody can have nothing. Somebody has no money. Maybe that was an issue. Maybe that's why family was like, no, don't go be with somebody who doesn't have money. We're really like well off, and you're going to inherit lots more and blah, 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 but we don't want you with so-and-so, or whatever the storyline was. I mean, that sounds very like, 1800s to me. But I guess people don't change. Doesn't matter what era of life we're in, really. I mean, you can look at stories in Greek mythology, and the jealousy and all the bad decisions were, we can look back in the BC era and see stories that tell the same kind of human behavior, right? So maybe that's not such an outdated message. I don't know. But this person is looking at the individual that they left out in the cold, the individual that they thought maybe didn't have a whole lot, and they're realizing that person reinvents themselves just fine. That person turns any obstacle into success. They're admiring what this person is capable of, and they are realizing the horrible irony is that they who have everything are actually the ones that are stuck, not the person that had nothing, that maybe they left out in the cold, that maybe they left without giving them attention, affection, or support. That person is just fine and loves their life and is doing great. And they have everything, and they are absolutely stuck and feeling vulnerable and feeling fairly unhappy. It is very much that the Wheel of Fortune has turned. So everything that they thought they were going to have, everything that they were sure was going to be theirs, everything that this is, I don't know, like, they told themselves over and over again that person wouldn't make me happy. That person is not, with that 10 of Cups in the reverse here, I'm going to hold back because you don't make me happy. Well, that was really foolish. And again, this is with that weasel. I don't like seeing a weasel running along with this kid. This is not somebody bravely going a different direction. This is somebody who actually maybe really hurt somebody's feelings, maybe even treated this person like, you know what, you don't make me happy. That's why I'm not going to be around anymore. And they spilled out that cup of love. This is very ugly. This is very, very ugly. I don't like reading this at all. Just because I don't like to read the ugly things that people do. Because why hash over that? But I don't get to pick these cards. This is somebody who, all of this was a false storyline that they told themselves so they could then justify, like, yes, I'm really going to be happier over here. None of this part was ever even true. This is the falseness that somebody went through, perhaps, to justify them leaving somebody out in the cold. And now everything has turned, because what we're really talking about is quality of life and happiness. They are now the ones that feel very stuck, and they're seeing the person they left out in the cold, not only as like a really high quality person, but also somebody whose life is going in such a positive direction. Tell me a little bit about this Emperor and this Ace of Cups. Whew. So they are very well aware that someone will not be opening back up to them again. All the energy, all the kindness, all the giving energy that the Queen of Pentacles would have given, she is completely withdrawn at this point. She's inside of a cave, actually, and she's not offering that pentacle. If it had been this direction, she'd be willing to have conversation with this person. She's not willing to have any conversation. I think that they're realizing that this very giving, very loving person, who, whether or not this person had a lot in their life at that point, would have still given anything, would have given the shirt off their back, would have been totally loving, stable, supportive, that this person is completely closed off to. And they have, this is the person they're watching. Doesn't matter if it's a masculine or feminine. They are seeing that this person has something new in their life that is solid to hold on to. Ace of Wands. This person is absolutely positive that they completely misjudged the, they didn't misjudge. They knew that this person was a great person, but they were so hungry maybe to fill their cup with some kind of approval from something else, from another group of people, from a particular father figure or someone in their life, that they went ahead and they either listened to what someone told them about this person. Oh, that wouldn't make you happy. Oh, that person's no good for you. You need to do what we say. We have your best interest at heart. This person went ahead and they listened to all of this, knowing full well it wasn't true. But they behaved that way, and now they are stuck with where they are. And meanwhile, the person that they can't stop themselves from looking up all the time, because they're both terrified of the day they see that this person is being offered something amazing by somebody that they know now would be probably more together than they are. They're both afraid of it, and they also can't help but keep looking and maybe still keep hoping. What if one day what if you still had passion for me? Or what if you still reached out to me? I feel like this is such a blend for this person of, like, they can't stop themselves from looking, and they're also terrified of the day that they see it. And when they think about, what if I came back in, they would have to face this. If they returned with this Eight of Cups, they would return to that burned out destruction that they created when they didn't give to this connection, and when they let it fall into ruin. And that's how they would show up. And this is what they would be faced with. This Five of Swords. The thing is, it's more like they would have to be faced with the look in somebody's eyes that says, why are you here? We both know where you left me. So why are you here? It wouldn't be any happy reconciliation. It would be, they have to face what they did. And I don't know if this person can really do that. So they think about, what if I did reach out? What if I came forward? But then they go, I look at you all the time, and every time I'm just sure that I'm going to see that you have somebody so much better than me. And if I tried to come back in, I know what I'd be faced with. I'd be faced with the reality of how I behaved. I don't know that this person can, how do you explain that? Even though I think that the explanation was already there. Four of Cups. So this person there is such a, it's interesting because it's this person who has all the bitterness in their mouth. Like, this is the greatest missed opportunity of my life, and I'm the one who did it. This is a harsh storyline. But the explanation for this is that somebody wanted someone else's approval. So they listened to what other people said, even though it wasn't true. And they left somebody else out in the cold that they really cared about. If that's what somebody does, Ten of Wands, there's not really going to be a way to undo this, because what's been done is done. Tell me about this person going with the Emperor. Yeah, Queen of Cups. They know that this person is so amazing, so loving, and that this person deserves so much, and that's what's coming in for this person. So not only are they the Queen of Pentacles, this is the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's, like, I feel like they see this person blossoming. They see this person whoever this is who did somebody wrong, man, they see you absolutely shining. They see you not selfish, totally loving. And that's why they know that there is somebody amazing out there that is like just about to enter your life. I think that's why this is hitting somebody so hard, because they know that this is, that you have somebody so incredible on the horizon. We've got the Eight of Wands, we got the Knight of Pentacles in the negative side, we got the Page of Pentacles in the negative side. They know it's almost like this person still wants to like somehow tell you like I know that you've got somebody better, or that you'll have somebody better than me. Um you know, I couldn't come forward and I still don't have any right to try to offer you something. But I feel like this person needs to probably just zip it. Um, I don't know. This person wants to, without having to face what they did, they somehow just want to tell you how amazing you are. But I think that could go horribly awry. And I think that they know that part too. It's like, what do you do? How do you apologize for something this big that was a mistake? And then how would you possibly say something that doesn't come across as like insulting, condescending? But they would, it's weird because in this, they really do mean it. They would give anything to be able to at least talk to you, because they think that you're an amazing human being. And they know this, and they know that this is the missed opportunity of their entire life. The one that will, you are the one that got away. You are the one. You are the one who ends up with somebody so incredible. You are the one that ends up shining this kind of love into someone's life. And they also know it's not going to be into theirs in this storyline, but they just wanted to have one final conversation. But what would they say? What would they say? They haven't been able to choke out any words. This has been taking forever. They haven't sent a message. They just don't know how to say that. This is a very interesting story because these two bonus reads fit together like hand in glove. It's unbelievable. Because in the other bonus message, it was somebody who's sitting there trapped in their head, trapped in their head, trapped in their head. Because you've totally moved on. You're totally good. And yes, it's crazy that in both of these storylines, whoever really did somebody wrong, they are the ones that will feel this for the rest of their lives. And you are the one who winds up with something absolutely incredible in both of these stories. It's very much like I feel like I just read like a whole saga, a whole book of, you know, like several book series or something. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. This is just what I've got in this. And I almost feel like doing 1/3 bonus reading because I want to know now about the third part of the story, which is that incredible romance is coming up, that emperor and that cup of love. I might just do that for a weird thing because I've never done anything like this before. I've never had a story that came in segments like this. So I just might do it. I'm going to think about it for a minute. Okay, bye guys. Mwah. Oh, and remember, these are just stories, guys.